just do it. It'll turn out okay. Even if your camera decides, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not working today.
Yeah, that's so weird about your camera. How it's like making you go and repeat. Like
Yeah. But speaking of
I don't know,
cameras,
weird.
I hear you're going to be in front of another one tomorrow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, one of the reasons why we had to postpone this, I got another commercial and I'm filming that tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, this has definitely been a pretty good year for me.
But speaking of performing, let's go back and look at how you started as an actor and director. This series.
Yep, things that piss me off: people who give away spoilers to movies. Pretty long title. I should have thought of a shorter title, but hey, what can you do, huh?
Oh, wow. That new Night of the
Good
Living
old
Dead
Travis.
movie? I'm so excited to see this movie. I sure hope no one spoils that one for me. Oh no, it's Spoiler Jones! Dude, that Night of the Living Dead film is so rad! Though I did not expect the fact that everyone was gonna die in it, but it was awesome! Hope you enjoy the show! Spoiler Jones.
Simba. Oh, with me with shorter hair, it's so weird to see me like that now.
Do you want to know what really pisses me off?
A brand new intro, kind of.
Yeah, it's so weird to see my old YouTube name.
So was this a series that like start of collaboration between you two?
Say what? Sorry.
Was this like a start of a collaboration?
Yeah, me and Travis really started a collab when I made the first Dinosaur Deniers movie. So, although he was subscribed to me for a long time.
People who give away spoilers to movies. It's rude, it's obnoxious, it's inconsiderate. I've had so many movies spoiled for me. I had Marley and Me spoiled for me. And that's one I didn't watch that movie for the longest time because I'm like, well, spoilers for Marley and Me. The dog dies at the end. So I'm like, well, great. Now I know how it's going to end, so there's no point in watching it now. Sonic the Hedgehog was spoiled for me with that post-credit scene. Godzilla vs. Kong.
Hey, Eddie. But yeah, what I should have done is kind of distracting with that mirror behind me where you can see my back. I should have taken that down within this frame. But man, it's so weird to see me with that buzz cut now, knowing that I have the ponytail now. And yeah, people were honest with me saying that I look better with the ponytail, and I think I would be in agreement. I think I do look better with the ponytail. What do you think, Vandalia?
Personally, either one. I don't have a preference.
Okay, and that's fine. But yeah, my opinion, I think that I agree. I think ponytail is better, but yeah,
What about you guys? Vote in the comments this game.
yeah, vote in the comments. Buzz cut or ponytail?
Sometimes it's the marketing, but sometimes it's just people just being rude.
That is true.
Like in Terminator Genesis, they gave it away that, oh, John Connor is a Terminator now. They gave it away in the trailer. Like, why would you do that? Why would you give that away in the trailer? And then when we see the movie, it's like, okay, it's no big deal now. It's like the surprise is ruined. Then Godzilla vs. Kong.
I guess the difference there. Well, I guess the most difference is the movie gave away the spoilers versus some asshole giving away the spoilers. Unless you can be an asshole.
Yeah, like I heard a story about how somebody, like, when The Force Awakens came out, crazy, that movie came out almost 10 years ago now. But anyways, there's a whole line of Star Wars fans, and then this jerk just got out of the movie, and then he yelled to this whole group of fans waiting to see the movie. He was like, Han Solo dies! And rightfully so, he got his ass kicked.
Spoilers, Eric.
The movie's almost 10 years old.
Some people
Alex says, yeah, I look better with the ponytail. But yeah, Tony is in agreement. But yeah, I just think it just suits my, it just suits me better.
Just like what? Weeks before it came out, a big spoiler was leaked online. Think about how much cooler that reveal could have been if it wasn't spoiled. And then as of recently,
Excuse me.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh man. It was really hard to avoid spoilers. Like if you go on the YouTube homepage.
Yeah, I saw the movie the first week it came out just to avoid. I saw the movie like first week this came out just to avoid these things. Like nope. As soon as it comes out that Tuesday, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
I had to go like 3 days without spoilers.
Yep, and that's the hard thing, Then to go on the internet, and it's hard because we rely so much on the internet now. Where it's really hard to avoid spoilers now. And it's crazy to imagine. Crazy to imagine that decades ago, that it was easier to avoid spoilers, but now with the rise of the internet, it's hard.
There was people recording off of their phones in the movie theater giving away spoilers. I'm like, do you doofus brains realize that that's illegal?
Yep, it is.
That's completely illegal. You can't do that. But they did it anyway, like, oh, screw that. It just really ruins the experience. It's like, now you know what to expect. The surprise would have been so much cooler if you didn't know. But now we know, so it's like, well, it ruins the excitement. And I've heard arguments saying, oh yeah, well they gave away spoilers and trailers. So other people did it, therefore it's okay. Other people smoke cigarettes, therefore it's okay for you to go smoke cigarettes. See how bad that logic fails?
Oh yeah, Eddie.
It completely fails. It's not good logic. Oh, man. Why do I get the feeling that the people who post spoilers to movies are the kind that sniffed glue up their nose back when they were in school? Why do I get the feeling that these are the kind of people who don't get the ladies? I wonder what they've been eating. Like, what kind of foods have you been eating, man? Well, you know what they say. You are what you eat. But I don't ever remember eating a sexy beast. Man. It's so annoying. People giving away spoilers. It's like, why even watch the movie at that point? You already know what's going to happen.
Well, I guess if you want to watch it that badly, you watch how it happens. I guess that's the way to get around it.
Yeah, I guess that is fair. I never thought of it that way. But yeah, this girl man person's a big fan of you.
Yeah, I think I think they're just a bot.
I think so too.
I heard one point that during The Force Awakens, when that came out, like, what, 7 years ago now? There was a whole line of Star Wars fans ecstatic to see them.
Oh my god, I totally forgot that I said that in this video, and that's a common thing, like, throughout these streams of us going back rewatching these videos, is that I say something and I totally forgot that I said it in the actual video. So
spoilers to what he's gonna say soon.
Yeah, ironic twist of events, and I swear on my life that I did not intend on that.
The movie, and then one jerk McNugget McTurd came out of the movie, yelled out a spoiler to them, and then he got his butt kicked. Well, you wonder why. Yeah, you wonder why. Those fans were patiently waiting to see that movie, and you spoiled it for them. Really? Man, I think I might have to go to the hospital with how many times I've bashed my head against the wall dealing with these people. Oh, man. I hate it when people give away spoilers. If you're somebody who's gonna give away spoilers to movies, you would probably like to lick lead paint or something. Man. Well, anyways, I'm out. Have a nice freaking day. Oh, man, dealing with these people. This caused me to have the worst headache of my entire life. I need to go lay down. Oh, man. I need Tylenol dealing with these people.
My old bed sheets.
Smart? What are you doing here?
Do you think it could be another snap? You know, like with the dinosaur deniers?
I think so, man, because, man, these turd McSqueezers who keep giving away spoilers to movies, man, it never was this bad until now.
How long ago?
Man, how long ago was that now? Dang, dude, that was already a year ago now? Holy shnikes. A year ago? Time flies, I swear. Dang. How old? Man, people need to act their age and not their shoe size. Oh no, Travis. Oh no, oh no. I think
Was that a misquote there?
I don't even remember it.
Because you said first it was his character name, then it was Travis. I know it was.
Oh yeah, then in that case, yeah. I didn't hear it, but yeah. Then I think that was a mistake on my end. Then I'm sorry.
I think I know what's going on, man. So that CD, that Justin Bieber CD that used to be the country music CD, that wasn't the only killer CD out there. There was that Killer Now CD from my first episode. Oh no.
People didn't act their age about this.
Maybe that's what's been going on. Something's up, man. This is serious.
That's not possible. We would have known as soon as it happened.
Something's up, man. Something's up. This is serious, man.
This is more serious than I thought.
That voice is intimidating.
What the voice?
Sounds like Satan himself. And to think it's coming from a CD.
Plan is coming together now. My plan is coming together. Nice and well indeed. will see you all. And things that piss me off. The movie 2.
Spoiler, CD.
I should have made that joke.
So there, like I say, there's two kinds of spoiler people: the on purpose ones, then the accidental ones.
Yeah, like with Marley and Me, that one was accidentally spoiled to me, but the ones who do it on purpose, yeah, they're just jerks.
Do you know what really pisses me off? Do you know what really pisses me off? Snow. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like me some snow to a degree. It looks nice. It makes the trees look really amazing.
I did like snow a little bit better when I was in school and could get snow days. Now that I have to work and still go through this, now that I'm an adult and still doesn't affect my working schedule, I don't care as much.
Uh-huh.
What about you?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I loved it as a kid. I loved to play in it, but now as an adult, I hate to drive in it.
You live in Montana, so that's like was that like one of those upper northern states that 2 feet of snow is still good for, like a foot of snow is still good to go for you?
Yeah, the weather here lasts forever with the snow, and that's definitely a big con with being in Montana.
Yeah, I live in Ohio, so I'm like in between state. I'm like one of those in between states where 2 or 3 inches of snow, whatever, we're good. A foot or two of snow, we're shut down. My niece up in Upper New York, she's like a foot of snow, like whatever, keep on going. My other niece was down in Tennessee, like an inch of snow, like shut down. Everything's shut down. So I just assumed that you're one of those upper states where like, oh, foot or two of snow, whatever. Let's get to work.
Yeah, and that's a very common reason why I hear a lot of people move out of Montana. And hey, I can definitely understand that.
And it could make a peaceful looking area. But there are a lot of problems that snow does have. First off, the driveway. This year it wasn't as bad, but there have been some years where I have had to help shovel snow that were up to 4 feet. No joke. And it took maybe a couple of hours. And on top of that, more snow was added upon us while we were shoveling the driveway. Exhibit.
Oh, the thing about shoveling driveways, at least in my area, was you gotta get there before the plows get to there. Otherwise, there's a big wall of snow in your driveway. The plow push through.
Mm-hmm.
I know how.
Yeah. Yeah, places like Texas or California. I mean, it definitely must be nice to live there. Where, well, I mean, minus how expensive California is, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
B, the steps. If you do not sweep these by the time that the snow gets down, people are going to be stepping on them, and then it's going to be a complete nightmare because it's going to turn to ice, which is going to be very dangerous, such as right here. And not to mention that snow is inconvenient on covering up your car, so you have to completely sweep off every ounce of snow and ice on there just to drive. Oh, and let's not forget black ice, especially when snowfall goes on top of it, making it even more slippery. And when some of it does melt, this does look fine until the wind chill comes in and freezes it over. But this is what I really hate about the melting ice, is all the slush and gunk you have to step in. and then it's just disgusting.
And afterwards, you have to take your shoes off in the process, which doesn't sound too bad, but it's far more comfortable wearing shoes rather than occasionally wearing socks where your feet can easily freeze in the process. So the moral of this story is be sure to have your sidewalk shoveled, your driveway shoveled and ready, and yada yada yada. In general, just be safe, because when there's snow piled up, it's not fun for everyone. Well, time for me to get started too. They're not gonna get me this time. Until next time. Well, that didn't go as well as I expected. The snow has a mind of its own. I honestly did not know that. So now my feet are frozen inside of this snowbank right here. And I'm kind of having a hard time getting out. So that's another danger of snow, I guess. Well, I'm going to try to get out of here. But until next time, see you next time, and be safe. Help! I've been stuck in the snow for over a month. I can't move my legs. Oh, this sucks. Can someone give me like a hot cocoa or something? It's really cold. Oh. Don't ask me how this happened. It just happened.
That's funny.
Like, I guess someone kept bringing in food and water.
We'll kill the dinosaurs! The Ice Age!
Oh gosh, Travis's Twilight haters rant when Robert Pattinson was cast as Batman. Oh man, he was so passionate about that, and he made very, very good points.
Was it? Was it true, or did he prove his worth as Batman?
I think that, yeah, Robert Pattinson made a great Batman.
Do you know what really pisses me off? Do you know what really pisses me off? The guy from Twilight is playing Batman? Oh no, my life is so ruined. How could they cast someone from Twilight to play Batman? Oh my god, stop! Seriously, just stop. The announcement was made years ago. No one cares anymore. But Edward as Batman! I do not care. God, I swear that every single time that this upcoming Batman film comes, they have to bring in Twilight into the mix. The last film came out nearly 10 years ago. Get over it. It's done. It's not even cool, really, to hate it anymore. God! Now, I'm not defending Twilight because I personally do not enjoy it myself, but the acting was never the problem. In fact, Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson are actually pretty good. I've seen them in other films, and I can see that they can act. So the problem was mostly in the directing. But even if you would have hired Meryl Streep, Daniel Day-Lewis, and had Stanley Kubrick direct the film, the problem would have been the source material and the script. It is filled with some plot holes that probably it would not have made that much of a difference anyway. And even though the Twilight hate phase has died down within the last few years, you eventually hear it again because these alpha male people have to come in and prove how manly they are and tear down something that was never made for them. In fact, Let me ask a serious question here. Why is it that whenever something is made for girls, guys come in and hate it? Think about it. One Direction, Justin Bieber, Twilight. Every single time they come around, these guys think, oh, it sucks, we gotta hate on it, blah, blah, blah. Yet, you never hear girls ever complain about Fast and Furious being nothing more than a male power fantasy. No, if anything, I know a lot of girls that love those films. Oddly enough, the casting controversy for Batman has been since the beginning. I mean, many know about the Ben Affleck casting controversy, but if you remember, people were really mad about Michael Keaton being cast as Batman, yet he's considered one of the best Batmans in existence, next to Christian Bale. I think really what the ultimate thing that bothers me is that people think that this is the worst thing that's ever happened related to Hollywood, and it's really not. And the fact that people ignore some of the worst stuff is kind of bothersome to me. There are the well-known cases like the Harvey Weinstein incident, but there are other smaller cases that may seem not a big deal, but are pretty big. Like Disney withholding money from Scarlett Johansson for Black Widow because Disney did not want to spend the extra money on her. Then you have the fact that Paul Walker had a sexual relationship with an underage girl, one of which was Paul Walker's daughter's friend, depending on your sources. And then you have Mulan, which was shot at a Chinese concentration camp, and actually thanked them for filming in that location. But for you, Twilight being as Batman, that's where you draw the line? I am sorry, but that is utterly ridiculous. There are worse cases out there than Edward Cullen being Batman. And even with the amazing trailers that we got from the film, you still get people who are like, yeah, I'll give it a chance, but stop right there. If you say to me, I'll give it a chance, but I'm going to completely say, no, you're not going to give it a chance. You're just saying that to shut me up. I am not going to tolerate that. And the people that are like, well, in my opinion, no, it is not just your opinion. It's your literal bias because you cannot get past the hatred you have for a series of films that came out nearly a decade ago. And if I'm being completely honest, I would love for people to see this film. It looks...
I'm guessing they probably never even saw the movie.
Yeah, I did.
What?
I said yes. I did.
Now, hold on. I'll let you get back. Oh, damn. Whoops.
Cases that may seem not a big deal, but are pretty big. Like Disney withholding money from Scarlett Johansson for Black Widow because Disney did not want to spend the extra money on her. Then you have the fact that Paul Walker had a sexual relationship with an underage girl, one of which was, to me, I'll give it a chance, but I'm going to completely say, no, you're not going to give it a chance. You're just saying that to shut me up. I am not going to tolerate that. And the people that are like, well, in my opinion, no, it is not just your opinion. It's your literal bias because you cannot get past the hatred you have for a series of films that came out nearly a decade ago. And if I'm being completely honest, I would love for people to see this film. It looks amazing. Matt Reeves made a gorgeous looking film. But the fact that there are people that are still complaining about it because of Twilight, I honestly would rather these...
No, I was saying, not you saw it. I'm like, people who probably never even saw Twilight probably complain. Like, just because
okay, yeah. Sorry that I misunderstood what you said.
Just because they were in Twilight, they're like, I'm not... They probably never saw Twilight. I never saw Twilight either. It wasn't for me, but I didn't complain about it 24/7.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
These people not see the movie because they will nitpick every single aspect of the film, nitpick things that are not even there because they cannot get past the Twilight hate. I honestly would rather you not see the film and ruin it for everyone else that are probably going to enjoy it. on. No. I'm not done yet. Don't do that title sequence at me. Before we wrap up, can we please leave Kristen Stewart alone as well? Because, like Robert Pattinson, she has done a lot of good things. I've seen her do it. I just watched Spencer. It's amazing. She might even be nominated for an Oscar for this film. I'm not even kidding. She's that good. Please leave her alone, okay? She was 17 by the time that these movies came out. Leave her alone. You have to start somewhere. Just like Pattinson, you have to start somewhere to do great things. Okay? Now I'm done.
Excellent point. Yeah, like I had to start somewhere too with things that pissed me off, and so since I do got to film that commercial tomorrow morning, I don't want to be up super late, and I really do want to get good rest. So how about we watch at least one more?
All right. I was gonna say, I was one of the people that complain about Batman too. Not because he was in Twilight, because at that point all the DC movies, in my opinion, had been lame, and like to me it was like it's starting to be like the Disney remake movies. I'm like, what's the point?
I'm sorry. You're comparing the Disney films to what? Sorry.
Let me rephrase that. I was one of the people complaining about Batman too, but not because of the Twilight situation. It was because at that point, in my opinion, all of the DC movies had been lame, like Disney remakes. So I'm like, what's the point of watching it? It's gonna be stupid too.
Yeah, it's like I get where you're coming from, but I mean, Batman's a very, very big name character, and he sells, and and that's why that they keep making Batman movies. And I mean, it definitely makes Warner Brothers a lot of money, considering that Batman already has that built-in following and fan base. And so that's why that they will never stop making Batman movies until one day Batman stops having fans. But good luck.
And also at that point, it was more like also the reboot thing too. A few episodes ago, it's like, didn't you just have the Batman vs Superman with different characters like 5 years ago at this point?
Yeah, and I get that, but I mean, if it makes the money, then they don't care.
True. It's like the Spider-Man thing. How far apart was the Batman vs Superman and then the new Batman thing?
Let's see. Zack Snyder's Justice League cut was 2021. Then the Robert Pattinson Batman came out just a year later. So in that case, it was just 1 year later. Oh gosh, this one's funny.
You know what really pisses me off? You know what really pisses me off?
Valentine's Day. Now, I do get the appeal to Valentine's Day, just spending that one special day with the person that you love on that one special day. I get it, but isn't it kind of overrated? Now, for the few of you that are left, let's get into some of my problems with Valentine's Day, starting with that couple on Facebook that brags about the stuff that they got, the fact that they have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Like, we get it. You have a great Valentine's Day, but don't rub it in other people's faces. It's just kind of annoying. And as for you single people out there, don't be that one person that's like, oh, I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life. Poor me. Because no one is going to come to your rescue. It's not going to get you a Valentine's Day. You're not going to feel any better. It's just annoying. Please stop it. Another issue that I have...
I'm hungry now.
Me too.
are literally those people that claim to be the ones that are victimized. Like, that one guy that's like, why does she always pick guys that are gonna treat her like dirt instead of me? Or those one girls that are claimed to be the third wheel because they don't dress like the other girls. And what annoys me about both sides is that if both of these two people were to meet with each other, they probably won't be with each other because they kind of have hypocritical thinking because it's all about physical attraction for these people rather than actual love. Yet they will claim, I don't fit with society's view of beauty. So, yeah. Another one is kind of a minor thing is that the holiday is advertised for heterosexual romance rather than LGBT romance or whatever. But I guess if we did that, then 1 million moms will be offended by that, and I guess they don't want that. Another thing is that Valentine's Day is mostly just a corporate holiday. A holiday with good intentions at start, but it's used to make money, especially from desperate singles trying to find Mr. or Mrs. Right. And come to think of it, it's not really single friendly because it can be traumatizing to some people who just have no luck finding a romantic partner or are asexual and just don't want any romantic stuff and just want to live their lives and just want to basically mind their own business. But they keep having Valentine's Day shoved in their faces right and left every single day until it finally goes away and all they're waiting for is the discount chocolate. And the biggest question I have is, why this day? Why do you have to have one day out of the year to love someone? Shouldn't that be every day? I mean, I know it's kind of a cliche thing, but it's true. You shouldn't have...
Say that again.
That's the most common argument that I hear against Valentine's Day.
Have one day to love someone. So the moral of this story is, if you like Valentine's Day, that's fine. If you don't like it, trust me, I get it. But don't take it too seriously. Until then, I'll see you next time. If you're wondering what I'm doing for Valentine's Day, I just scored myself a hot Tinder date, and I am gonna meet her right now. I'm gonna get the ladies, and it's starting tonight. Alright, I'll see you soon. Alright, my time to shine. Hey, I saw your Tinder thing. Shevart? Well, hello there. No! It can't be! Yes.
I will never forget when I first saw this. This part made me laugh so hard. It's just the way how Travis plays Shevart, and just knowing that there even was that twist, how there's a character named Shevart, that was funny.
I am. No, you stay away from me. Oh, I have been waiting for you. There is no running away from me. We've talked.
Yeah. You should act opposite each other. No, like she goes after Eric, and then whatever the Eric Big Boot character is called goes after him.
Okay, yeah, that would be funny.
Talked about
for the third movie. Crap. I shouldn't say this because the movie's
Spoilers.
Yeah, funny because earlier in the stream. But yeah, I shouldn't say anything because the movie's not out yet. So, but yeah, I'm so sorry that the third movie's been delayed so much because I'm not gonna lie, making the third movie has not been fun.
this. No. You know you want a piece of this. What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do to you? I want a good, old-fashioned smooch.
All right. But yeah, we'll continue this next time.
Yeah, real fast before we go. Next week it's Halloween. I talked about this before. You want to go to a Halloween review next week, next Wednesday, Saturday, or?
It really depends on what time, but yeah, you and I definitely will. But yeah, you and I definitely will talk about that in Facebook.
All right. Well, thanks for everybody's watching. Share this video with your friends. Be sure if you haven't thumbed it up yet, be sure to thumb it up. And it's all sorry for the short episode, but as always, never stop learning and enjoy the randomness.
Certainly.
We'll see you next time.